keep you in his grace. Amen. Please be seated. Well, we're glad you're with us this morning for worship as the Lord has brought us together. And if you're a guest with us, we're so glad that you've responded to the movement of God's Spirit in your life to come to join us for worship. Hey, we haven't taken the offering, so let's, as we do the announcements, how about we worship with our offerings as well?
We're going to do that right after your announcements.
What's that?
We're going to collect that after the announcements.
After the announcements.
We have music and everything all ready to go.
Nice. Team. This is what that is. All right.
Got your back.
So here's a quick, briefly, here's some announcements. There's a lot of announcements in your bulletin. Make sure you take a look at that. One in particular to highlight, there's a lot of details about it, but in 2 weeks, we got Party in the Park. Come on. It's going to be a good time. Make sure you come out, and the time, it's in the afternoon, right? And in that announcement, it shows we're having a potluck. So based on your last name, what you're asking you to bring. So all the details in your announcements, take a look at that. Next week, we'll have a card for you to take with you if you want to invite some friends or family members to join you and your family for this Party in the Park. You can use that next week. We just want to make this Party in the Park a great event, not just for St. Luke, but for all our friends and families, so that we can continue to spread what we do here at this community by God's grace with others. Second, if you're thinking about being a part of a life group this fall, why don't you consider being a host? It's not difficult. It's simply opening your home and being present and inviting people into your home to host a life group. It's a 6-week commitment. More information can be found in a couple weeks at a life group meeting for hosts who are interested in those. If you are interested in being a host, make sure you indicate on your connection card this morning. We'd appreciate that, and we'll get back to you. Somebody from the life group team will get back to you and answer any questions you might have. Also, school supplies are continuing. We've received a lot of school supplies so far. Thank you so much for that. This week, the item for this week is notebooks, and there's an insert flyer you can take as you leave on the information center as you leave today. Before I forget, let me think. Last week we looked at being personal, and in particular looking at being personal with young people and guests as the ministries of those ministries, youth ministry and guest services here at St. Luke. And so if you want to continue this ministry of just sharing God's grace personally with other people, in particular youth and guests as they come, consider being part of those ministries. You can find more information about that down the hall. There's a couple tables, and you can get more information about those ministries this morning and how you might be involved. And lastly, Faith Mission is next Sunday, August 11th. We need 4 volunteers at 4:15, 7, and 6, and at 6:15. Volunteers need to be 14 years of age or older, and you might consider volunteering at Faith Mission next Sunday as a family or as a life group. So if you'd like to do that, indicate on your connection card, and we'll get you connected to that ministry with Faith Mission from St. Luke for next Sunday. That's the announcements I have today.